Alluvial fans are geologic deposits formed at the base of canyon mouths. When they are geologically young, the classic fan shape is easy to spot. But where development has occurred, alluvial fans are harder to recognize. Because of our mountainous geography and arid climate, there are thousands of alluvial fans in Utah. Flooding and debris flow on fans result from precipitation and snowmelt occurring upstream of the fan itself. When the resulting stream or runoff emerges from the canyon mouth into the valley, its speed undergoes a dramatic decline. It loses the energy it needs to continue to carry the sediment and debris that was collected upstream. The direction of the downward flow becomes unpredictable, with water and sediment spreading out and away from the canyon mouth in a fan shape. Anything in the flow path of the fan is either flooded, struck with debris, or both. On older fans, especially near canyon mouths, water flow becomes channelized over time. During spring or during heavy storm runoff, water races down the channel, eventually dispersing farther into the valley, where agriculture, development, or infrastructure may be at risk. Risk from alluvial fan flooding seems to be growing. Localized superstorms that drop vast amounts of precipitation in a short amount of time are becoming more and more common, increasing the chances of downstream flooding. And if a fire burns the slopes of a watershed and is followed by a heavy rainstorm, downstream risk from flooding increases dramatically. Damaging alluvial fan flooding has occurred in Grantsville, Santaquin, North Ogden, and other locations in Utah. To reduce the risk of alluvial fan flooding, we need to know where Utah's fans are located, especially city planners, developers, and floodplain managers, who need to take these fans and their risk into account when managing development. The Utah Division of Emergency Management has created a map of fans and a viewer for online access. To access this digital map, go to floodhazards.utah.gov, click on the Floodplains Mapping tab, and then open the Utah Flood Hazards Atlas. Click on the Fans and Fire tab near the top of the page. The Fans and Fire map does not show entire fans, just the areas of active fan formation, which are areas of unpredictable stream flow, mud, and debris deposition. On older fans, because of channelization, this active fan development may be in the valley, away from the canyon mouth. More localized geologic study is recommended to determine the flood risk associated with a specific active fan. Communities can use a variety of strategies to regulate development on alluvial fans. They can designate active fan areas as open space, only allowing trails and other passive uses. They can adopt land use zoning codes that direct new development to safer areas. Detention and debris basins can be built to divert water and debris flow near the top of the fans to avoid homes and other buildings below that point. Homeowners on fans can reinforce the uphill side of structures to protect against debris impact. They can also build flood walls or berms around the property, provided it does not negatively affect the floodplain and downstream properties. Flood insurance is highly recommended if you live on an alluvial fan. Unfortunately, flood damage is not covered under most home insurance policies and must be purchased separately. For more information on fans, floods, and floodplain management in Utah, go to floodhazards.utah.gov.